Hi, my name is Emmanuel Lester Aspinpin, and my real-world research is entitled Impact of Music on Mood, an empirical investigation by Nawas Ahmad and Afshin Rana. So for today's discussion, we will discuss the introduction, research problem, methodology, result and discussion, and of course, the conclusion of this research. But before we start the introduction, let me just define the variables, which is the music and mood. I know you are all familiar with our variables, but to be fair, let me define it. So, music is an art form and cultural activity whose medium is sound. So, anything that we hear, anything that we listen to in an art form is considered music. On the other hand, mood is the temporary state of mind or feeling. So, for example, I am happy, my mood is happy. So, let's begin. Music is one of the few aspects of human culture which is thought to be universal. And since we are all human beings, we all experience joy, anger, sadness, and other feelings like those. We all have a ton of emotion that control how we act and what we say. And it is triggered by many things, and one of these things is music. Music has the potential to influence mood, feelings, and thoughts. It has the ability to change the emotional and the physical status of people, whether we are in a bad mood or in a good mood. So, investigating the relationship between the music and mood is an important topic to study as people are constantly surrounded by music, which they choose to listen. There have been many psychological studies conducted throughout the past century relating to music and emotion. And as a result, there exist many different representation and interpretation of human emotion and its relation to music.
Thus, the objective of this research is to find out the effect of music on mood and on human behavior. As I said a while ago, emotion is triggered by many things, and one of these things is music, because music can change our moods and also leaves its effects on human. And this effect can be shown in some ways, like it can be shown visually through our facial expression and also audibly through our vocal expressions. It has been proved by many researchers too that a huge difference in one performance and task can be seen after and before listening to music. It is said that people work much better after listening to music than those who sit in silence or without music. For the statement of the problem, first, what is the effect of music on mood? Second, what are the different views of the listeners about music? Third, what determines the music to be positive or negative? And lastly, does all kind of music will affect the feeling? Is it right that people who listen to classical and pop music will report more positive moods and those who listen to heavy and violent music would report negative moods? So for our methodology, first, the method of data collection is through primary data. And this data is consisted of the observation, the results, and the comments of the stakeholders. So, convenience sampling technique has been used for primary data collection. A sample size of 110 was collected for this research. And for our instrument of data collection, it would be a close-ended questionnaire that is based on logical question with option of yes and no. A descriptive statistical technique of model frequency has been adopted for this research.
So for the result and discussion, first, based on the result of the question number 1, it can be concluded that music is a tool that has an impact on human mood and on behavior regardless of what kind of music it is. It affects in either good or in a bad ways, and a total of 91.8% of people agree that they get influenced by the music. In question number 2, 87.3% of people said that listening to calm music put them in a calm state and it leaves a positive effect on their mood. We can say that music is something that everyone enjoys listening to and all get inspired of it. So obviously, calm music will always leave a positive effect on its listener. It is said that watching a violent movie can make your child violent and aggressive. In the same way, listening to heavy metal music, people can put themselves in an angry state. But only 52.7 people agree with this problem, which is the question number 3. The 90% of agreement of the people that music can soothe the soul in question number 4 states that listening to music keep them in a relaxed. And most of them said that they prefer listening to music, especially when they are tired. In question number 6, 87.3 people agree that sad music makes them sad. So it can be said that when one listens to sad music, they eventually get sad. It can also be said that music has such a strong effect that a particular kind of music can suddenly change our mood. On the other hand, 85.5 agreed in question number 8 that happy music makes them happy. So it can be concluded that when people listen to music that has a happy lyrics, the music that has fun, people enjoy this music and they also associate their feelings with the music and makes them feel so happy. It is said that music makes mood better, and 60% of people agree in this statement, which is the question number 10. And they said that people who are in a bad or an average mood, when they tune in into music, they immediately feeling better. Music works wonders, and 91.8% of people agree with this problem. Music helps us in creating certain atmosphere. We can say that music can take us out from the certain state and can put us in a certain state of mind where we want ourselves to be. The party is considered to be incomplete without music, so we can say that music is a tool that can liven up a boring party, low atmosphere, or a sad environment. Music can hide the happy and the fun levels of anyone's moods and uplift their sad or boring state of mind with happiness. And 90% of people agreed with this problem, which is the question number 12. For our conclusion, listening to music has become an ubiquitous phenomenon in our modern world. Music also thought to be a medicine of souls. For most people, the importance of music as a leisure time activity can hardly be overestimated because people love listening to music because they said that music is a source that can soothe their souls. And it has been proved by the research that people who listen to music are more relaxed. We can conclude that specific music induces specific feelings in listeners. Almost all the subjects of the study agreed that music affects them in many ways. When they listen to sad music, they respond in the same manner. And when they listen to happy music, they feel themselves happy also. I think the power of music to induce a positive emotion may be the reason why one listens to a piece of music again and again. Music is increasingly being used to enhance well-being and reduce stress and distract patients from unpleasant symptoms. And with that, thank you for listening. Again, my name is Emmanuel Lester Espinpin, and this is my real-world research.